Okay, hi everyone. My name is Julia Wells. I'm from Julia Francesca Photography, and I'm going to show you how to make a slideshow out of Windows Movie Maker, which is super easy. So, to start, you open up Windows Live Movie Maker, which should come if you have a PC. It just kind of comes with whatever operating system you have. I have Windows 10. I upgraded to that, but it seems to be on all of the Windows computers. So, you want to add pictures. You can do it two ways. You can click on the Add Videos and Photos button, or you can click over here and it'll just pop up. So we're just going to pick a small collection. This is just for my 365 project, but we'll just do a collection of these, a decent amount, just so you can get a taste of what it's like to have a few pictures. So there they are. They all load up, and they're all there. And you could let it go here. They just do straight transitions. So let's make it a little bit fancy. Let's say you want to do a title. So you're going to go over here and you're going to click on the title button, and it's going to put it right there in the front. And you can call this whatever you want. Obviously your client's name, your business name. I will call this A Day in the Life. And here you've got an option to change your fonts if you'd like. My computer is freezing up. Not responding. Story of my life. Just give it a little second here. Okay, there we go. And so yeah, you can change the font to whatever you like. It has all your fonts that you have on your computer. You can change the color of the font. You can change how transparent the font is on the screen. You can change the color. So you can play around with this and have all kinds of options, whatever you want to do. You can also change how long the text is on the screen. 7 seconds is the default, and it's really long. I like around 3 for everything. But again, you can fiddle with it and see what you like. This also does different transitions. So as you can see there, it does that. You can have these little starbursts. You can just play around. If you just hover your mouse, it will show you what each transition does without having to actually click it and select it. So you can do whatever you like there. Let's go with that. It's nice and fancy. Okay, so I've got my title screen done. Now, if you wanted to have some words halfway through, you have different options. You're going to go back to the Home tab here, and you can do another screen if you're looking for a background. You can just click wherever you want. It's going to go, the line will show you where it's going to go. So it's going to go before this picture. And I could do another title screen here and change that. I'll just delete. Or maybe I just want a caption, so I just want to have this show up quiet time here, and that will just show up on that actual slide. So as it's going, and if you want to ever preview your slideshow, you just press spacebar and it'll show you. If I did it from this one, it's kind of slow right now. We're going to fix all that in just a little bit, but it'll show you how the caption shows up, and it's just there on that screen. And so you can move these around. You can make it longer by just giving it a stretch and moving it to wherever you'd like, halfway through when you're seeing the picture, whatever you like. So it's very malleable, very easy to switch around. So you can do that for a caption. You can put another background if you'd like. You can also do credits, so at the end it will automatically put it at the end, and you could just say your studio name or whatever you want to put, your web address and what have you. So those are your options there, and you can of course do whatever you want to change all the color and all that as well. So that's the titles, etc. We've got all that set up, and let's say we wanted to add a song, because that usually goes hand in hand. Now of course, if you're going to add music, you need to have the license for it. This doesn't come with any of its own music, so you do have to download it. There are some places that you can, like Song Freedom, where you can buy the license. You can also download some free license. Just do a Google. Ben Sound has a lot of free license, but you do need to give him credit at the end of your slideshow, so keep that in mind if you're going to use his music. So I've got some of his music here. So let's say we pick Buddy, and I picked, when you choose add music, there's two options. There's add music and add music at the current point. So if you put add music, it's going to do it for your whole slideshow. And so you can see there's this green bar, and you see it stops there. So that's the duration of the song, and that's because these slides are really long. Now I'm going to show you how to fix that in a second. as you can see, I have way more pictures than the song. So I have two options here. I can make the slideshow fit the song, or I can add another song. So I'll show you how to add another song first, if that's what you wanted to do. So let's say around here I want to add the other song. So on this slide, I'm going to click on this slide, then I'm going to choose add music at the current point, and I'm going to pick one of the other Ben Sound songs that I have, because I have a lot. So I'm going to pick that one. So now you can see that one says cute, that's the name of that song, and it's just followed through, and it's going through the duration as well. I have a lot of pictures here, it didn't do the whole thing. So that's an option, you can do that. You can always add more songs wherever you'd like. If you want your slides to fit your song, what you can do is head over to Project tab up here. You hit the Project tab and you hit Fit to Music. And so I love this because then it's just, as you can see, there you go. It has fit all the slides to go the full duration of the song, and now the song ends at the end of this. So there you go. So now the songs are all fit, so we can do a preview. I'm going to press B bar. And you can hear the song there. There's my title, which is still way too long, and I'd fix that. And there you go. So you see it's going through. Very plain. We're going to fix that as well. But now you can see that the song goes all the way to the end. And if you get down here to these pictures, okay, so it ended. And my title caption is gone for some reason on this slide. I'm going to delete that slide. Okay, so as you can see, so it did the whole duration that way. Now we're going to make it fancy. Oh, I wanted to add another thing. If you wanted to put in a video, so let's say you have a video that you'd like to put in, a couple clips here and there, that's easy to do as well. Just pick where you want it to go, and you're going to do add videos and photos. Go to my videos folder. I'm just going to pick a really short one that won't fit at all, but here's my daughter saying something silly. So there it is. So there's the video clip there. And let's say I don't want this whole clip. I'm going to go to the Video Tools editor. And let's say I just want half of this one and I want it to end. So I'm going to hit set the end point here. And then that's it. So cut the video, and of course you can preview the video. Now, you can trim it, you can do whatever. Here's your options too when it comes to sound. Let's say you just want to show the video, but you don't want to hear it because you're going to have a conflict if you're running a song. So you can turn that all the way down, and then you can see here, it's going from here, and then you can see the video, the song's still playing, it's beautiful. Another option you can do is actually trimming the song. So I'll go to Music Tools here, and let's say I went right here and I wanted to split the song. So I'm going to split it, and then I'm just going to have it start here again. So it'll go from here, this picture, oh I forgot, let me change the volume on here. So let's say I put this volume back up. We'll go from here.
Okay, sing the Hops the Bear song.
Hops the bear, yes you can.
Adorable.
Keep going.
Okay.
Hops the bear.
And then so there you see, it's not as smooth. You'd obviously work on that, but at least that's the song. It just picks up where it left off. So those are your options. You can do that. I believe also if I change this, put the song back up here. And I believe with the music tools, you can adjust the volume for certain areas as well. So you can play around with that as well, but those are some cool options that you can do in incorporating video into your slideshows. So we've got our pictures, we've got our videos, we've got our titles. So now we want to make it fancy. So you have some options here. You've got these auto movie themes here at the top. These are no-brainers, super easy to do, and we'll preview it. I'm just hovering here, so you can see there, for some reason it moved the caption, but so those are just some options, and you can play around with different ones. This is the cinematic one, and it'll show you different pannings here on how they do it. So I'm just hovering here, and so if there's one you like that way, then go with it. It's easy, it's done for you. If not, and you want to do a little bit more hands-on stuff, that's easy to do as well. So the title screen has different options than the rest of your slideshow. So if you had this, you wanted to do something like, and again, hovering shows you previews, and you can do whatever you want. I'm going to make this duration really short because we don't really need this slide to be very long. And then, so for the rest of them, there are tons of different transitions. You can do the cheesiest star wipe in all the world here. Look at all these stars. Amazing. You can do whatever you like. So there's lots of different options. One that I kind of like to use and I think works for me is just this fade kind of blur. So I like that one, but again, you can do whatever you want. So I like this one, and I like the duration to be, this duration is based on your fitting to the song. You can do it to whatever you'd like. You can change that if you'd like. And then I just do apply to all, because I feel like I like them all to be the same. You can make every single slide different if that's what you choose. And then it comes to the pan and zoom. So pan and zoom is the way that it moves on the slide. I like this magic wand. It kind of just does it automatically, and then I just do apply to all as well. But again, you do whatever you'd like. You can do a different one for each one. There's a bunch of different options here on how it goes. So yeah, my slideshow is pretty much done. It is so fast to do this. So let's take a quick look. We won't run through the whole thing, but you can get an idea of it here. Move that over. This is being a little bit tricky. So you can see it's doing different options to come out, and it looks really cool, and I'm happy with it. And it's now. And it has good transitions between the two. Now these might be a little bit too fast for a slideshow. If you were showing this to a client, I would probably want it to be a bit longer. Usually my duration is usually about 2 to 3 seconds, just to give people a chance to actually look at them. But the reason why it's going like this is because I have so many slides. So if I took some of these, I would do, this is why culling is important. And of course I just grabbed these to show you, but I would probably pull a bunch of these, and you have to leave the screaming baby ones. I would probably pull some of these, and by doing so, it's going to allow longer per slide. So you can just take some of these out, and then you'll have a little bit more time for each song. And then I think the song might not end here. So what you would do is redo fit to music, and it'll make the slides a little bit longer, I believe. Let's try that again. There. So now you've got a little bit longer of a duration. Again, I like to do the title screens at the end. Once I've got everything done, you can throw that in and put in your logo, and you might want to just do that as a caption that fades into a title. You know, have fun with it. It is so easy to work with, and then it's done. So if you want to save it, oh, I haven't shown you this visual effects tab, and that's because I assume you've already done these pictures. You're either giving them to a client or you're showing them to friends and family, and they're edited the way you want. These would be to change them, to make them look kind of funky. Yikes. But some of them are black and white. If you wanted to change one to be black and white, it would do that as well, and it shows you what it will look like. And you can change the brightness of them as well. You can change them all to black and white if you didn't already have it, but I don't usually touch that because I've already edited my pictures before I brought them in here. Anyway, so that is how the slideshow works. Once you're all done and you feel like you've gotten it all done, you go to home and you just save it. So you can save movie here. I like to pick, you have lots of choices here. I usually pick the high definition display. That way it's suitable for many different situations, especially if you're going to sell this or gift it to a client. You want it to be look nice, no matter what they're viewing it on. If they want to view it on their smart TV, you want it to look halfway decent. So that's what I do. I click on that. It's that easy. I save it as day in the life slide. It saves it as a Windows movie file. For now, you can always convert that later. And then just save it, and that's it. There you go. Saving, eventually. It does take a while. Go and have a coffee, because the saving takes quite a bit. Anyway, that's it. I hope that helped, and I hope it shows you how easy it is to make a slideshow and that you don't need super fancy, expensive equipment to do so. And yeah, if you have any other questions, you can always email me, Julia, at juliafrancescaphotography.ca. All right, that's it for me. Have a good one.